Hey friends, and welcome back to the last episode of Atlantica. Yes, you heard correct. This is the last video I have for you guys that is from stream that has actually some decent footage, I guess we can say. And then after that we're pretty much done, and the park is already on the workshop. Links and all that stuff is in the description, and I will also give you guys a last little showcase video that will be the next one. But this is very rare I get to say this on the channel, but yes, this is a finished series. So if you guys are interested in checking out the park, as I said, links to the park on the workshop is down below. And I'm also sure that the park itself, the spotlight from Moomin, will be around the 6th of June, or is it the 5th? I can't remember. One of these days you'll get to see this park getting spotlighted for the contest that it is made for. So what you're seeing built in today's video is the B&M Invert station. The coaster itself is nothing to shout hooray for. It's very generic. It has like MML. Yeah, wow. It has a little bit of inversion, and then it's pretty much it. I just try to add a few more things to the ride itself, and then just leave it like that. I had a lot more plans. I also had other plans of adding a kiddie coaster in here, but unfortunately, this is the cards we were dealt. I didn't have a lot of time, and as you guys know, coasters are preferably the last thing that I do in any situations. So so that's what we got here today, the B&M Invert. There will also be a POV and all that, of course, out of it. I'll probably do a POV, a normals video, and then I'll do a little short, so you guys can see. It's a very short coaster. It's within less than a minute. So but what I did here was that I tried to just implement it into the whole build here. I didn't really have any thoughts of what I wanted to do. I just went in and kind of like let one piece take another, and then see where it kind of took me. The coaster, the station itself is pretty simple too. It's very common. It's pretty much one of those coasters you see that mainly has station and queue theming, and then the rest is kind of like just wood and trees and rocks, a little bit of water and stuff. And as I told you guys, I did have a lot more stuff in mind that I wanted to add, but because of time and pieces, I had to compromise. And I had to find other ways to make this station at least look interesting, and that's what I think I've done here. So I'm doing like this, so I'm adding these little windows to the building because I feel like they were kind of cool when you're inside the station. Get some nice sunlight in, and then we're literally just adding the dome as we've done before. Just make it all the way around, so we have something to look at from each side. I do go in and do some nighttime lighting and add a few clutter pieces here and there, but as I said, it is not really worth enough to do a video of. So I feel like this is the perfect video to end off the series here, and then you will obviously be spoiled again with all the other series that we have on the channel. There's a lot of parks that I'm trying to finish, guys. There's Galatea, for example. We got Blueport. I'm also going straight back into Blackmire to get that done as well, and then we got all the zoo stuff and a few other things here and there. So so yeah, this is definitely, as I told you guys, the year of getting things done. I also saw that Frontier made a funny little tweet here yesterday, where they say 2 is better than 1. I don't know if it's any hints. It probably ain't. People are going crazy bad shit about it. But let's not, because we're just gonna end up getting disappointed. The sad thing about being an optimist is that you get disappointed a lot, but it is what it is, right? So let's just take one day at a time and see what happens. The coaster itself is gonna be called Blue Crystal. I felt like that was kind of a neat way of doing it here, since we have all the other rides called something with Atlantica. And we got all these gemstone statues around. So I felt like that was kind of neat. Here I'm doing this little chain where I'm putting up employees. Like staff can only walk in here. I felt like that was kind of neat too, having this little extra section for the staff to skip the queues and get further and closer into the buildings. I'm also doing some doors and stuff on the side, so that makes a little bit more sense. But as I told you, I had literally no clue of what to do when I first started here. I just went in and I kind of winged it, and you guys know it's mainly a lot of it is going on stream. So I don't have a lot of time to think about stuff. Honestly, it's literally just to trial and error on stream pretty much. But we always get there at least, which is something I value and appreciate. It's really, really nice. So I felt like it was kind of cool to have the queue go inside, like under the station, so the people kind of interact like that, and then they come out again on the other side. I felt like that was kind of neat, and I'm using these new Qin Dynasty pieces here because I have not used them before in this sense. I've actually never used them, I think, so it's very nice and refreshing to kind of get to use these guys in here. They kind of work very well for it. The Qin Dynasty pieces and the Moorish pieces and the Adventure pieces, guys, those 3 packs are they are very, very good to use in this sort of situation here. If you're interested and you kind of like don't know which packs and stuff that works good for things. So I mean, every pack works for every theme. It's just how you use them pretty much. But the Qin Dynasty, the Moorish, and the Adventure pieces are definitely a good combo if you're trying to build something together with those. So yeah, I'm mainly just trying to make this facade here nice, so the guests actually have something to look at. And I also add a few lights and a little bit more foliage. And then on the other side here, I do some entrance and queue work as well. I didn't record any queue work afterwards because I kind of stopped after that. And then I went in afterwards and finished it off stream. That's what I'm saying. So some things here are just there and other things are getting built as we see here. But yeah, guys, I really, really hope you guys enjoy this series here. I've been very happy to see how you guys received it. Unfortunately, it was not planned to be a YouTube series, but you guys definitely made it worth it with all the likes and the comments. So I appreciate that, guys. And if you haven't checked out the park, let me know when you do. I would love to hear your opinion. And if you want to join the Discord and be more direct with me or just be more into the community, then you can join by clicking the Discord link down below as well. But this is the last things we're doing here, just adding a little bit of queue decorations, you know, like we needed a little bit of more stuff to this big square building where we have the dock, right? So yeah, I wanted to add like a switch track too and all that, but I'm honestly gonna use the excuse of saying that time was just like I could have used the pieces a lot better, 100%, and actually have maybe divided them a little bit more efficient. But at the same time, I'm also kind of happy for where we are. Like this theme was very new to me, very interesting, and it actually got my my groove back to Planet Coaster. I feel like I was building something that no one really had seen before, and that kind of like what boosted me to continue it and just build on it for so many days straight. That is, as I told you guys, that is like a very rare feeling, especially for me, because projects to me just I build them for a year and then I slowly it just becomes sort of a part of me. They never get finished. But we're trying to fix that issue, right? So it feels very like refreshing to actually be able to finish something and to provide and present you guys with a park that you've been watching. So there's always a lot of feeling going into like finishing a project, especially longer projects. I mean, Atlantica was just 2 months, so you don't get the same like passionate feeling to it as Blackmire, for example, have, or Dania had back in the day, right? So it's just to keep the groove going constantly, and Atlantica definitely did that to me. In some cases, I'm sad that the project ends, but at the same time, I'm also incredibly happy that I have actually managed to finish a project, because that's been something that I haven't been able to do for a while. Last time was Above End, and yeah, so it feels great, man. It feels great, guys, to be able to say that, and we're gonna keep on saying that this year. We have tons of stuff, and I don't really have any new projects in mind, guys. I think my brain is just there's so many things going through it right now with all these projects I need to finish that I don't even have I don't have the time to even consider making anything new. When I'm done with maybe 2 or 3 other projects, we'll see where I stand, but for this moment I am very focused on just finishing all these projects that I have forced you guys to watch the last few years here. I went back in and I saw Blackmire is 4 years old. It's back in 2018, so we're almost at 5. That's crazy to me. And then we have Atlantica here, which were made within 2 months, right? I mean, time changes big time, but it's fine. It has to. But we're definitely getting close to that part where we just want to finish. We don't want anything else that is new. I also did tell you in the first video of Atlantica that this might be the only project you will see me start and finish within this like time frame. And then we'll see. Hopefully Blueport will be the next part you guys will see. It will be the next part you guys will see. And then most likely some Galatea. And then see if we can go back to our dock, right? So plenty of stuff still, guys. I might even just do some blueprints in the future, but we will see how that will go. And I also have my top 10 video out very, very soon. Of the builds that I have been making in Planet Coaster through time. I thought that would be kind of funny and interesting to see how evolved my builds have gotten from, you know, year 1, year 2, year 3. So yeah, adding the last parts here, you can see I don't want people to be able to walk outside to the coaster, obviously. So I'm kind of like trying to cover it up with some arches here, and then I put in some windows. So it just becomes like this sort of viewing section here where for people that walk through the queue here. And I kind of like it. That's literally the only thing I kind of add here. Because sometimes it just has to be just normal and generic. You don't have to go crazy overboard. I just felt like I needed to cover up the things here. So at least the guest wouldn't just go in and, you know, we don't need that. So doing the same thing here, just adding stuff, fencing, trying to make sure that people are safe. And as you can see in the back, I also did add a little bit of water. I'm adding a little bit more foliage now, a little bit of rocks. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit more interesting than just a grass field. But yeah, do not expect any like crazy coaster, because you won't get that here. I can promise that I might be better for coaster building for the future, especially if we get a Planco 2. Then that is definitely my goal. I think Planco 1 has just been a big building canvas. Still is. We just learned to build, so maybe we can focus on some other important stuff next time, you know. I'm also doing a blueprint bonanza in the weekend. You can only join by submitting stuff by being in the Discord as well. So if that has a thing too, you should do that. And besides all that, you can see here just wrapping up the things here, guys, before before you get the cinematics. But yeah, I really do hope that you all enjoy this series. I did. It was fun to build. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And also, if you do have one comment of how the whole thing looks, save it for the showcase video. I would love to hear it there, guys. So yeah, give the video a like, enjoy the cinematics, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care out there. Bye bye.